Anoka Tornadoes, girls high school basketball coming your way on QCTV. Joe Rulin along with Tim Anderson, and two teams with high expectations this year and tons of talent.
Tons of talent on both teams. In fact, I think we're going to be really intrigued to see just how evenly matched these two teams are tonight. One thing that you're going to look at is a contrast of styles. I wonder how much they're going to rely on the three-point shot for both teams tonight. One thing for Anoka to keep in mind, they have a lot of size on the inside. Very, very big team with Lydia Lackinen, Maddie Frecking. They're going to come off the bench with Deborah Ianni. They've got size. Lizzie Schoknecht as well, not small either. So they're going to be able to work the ball inside in the paint. If they can stay out of foul trouble and kick the ball outside to Evan Apenga, Anoka could have a very good night. But Andover's full of shooters and veterans and leaders. I expect them to be very, very tough tonight. They've only played one game, but they are 1-0. In a low-scoring game, they beat Forest Lake the other night. They're going to be looking to get something a little bit more fluid here tonight.
Well, it's the 1st of December. This game is more than just a stocking stuffer. This game is a true gift. Game on, coming your way on next here on QCTV.
Back to the fence, and that's gone.
There it is. Ace to win the set. It's caught. 20-10 touchdown.
This is going to be in the gap.
Scores over the deflection. The Andover Huskies win their first state championship.
Well, Tim, I'm waiting for tonight's matchup, and it's just not an intro for this broadcast, but it is something that I've seen some talent from both of these teams. They have many, many starters returning, and that showcase of talent is about to begin here shortly.
Yeah, I talked to Nick Novak a little bit before the game, and one thing he said is, yeah, we haven't had the chance to watch a lot of film on this team yet, but we've known them. We know them by first name. We don't even know them by numbers. It's all first name basis. Same coach, same systems for both teams over the last couple of years. These teams are very familiar with each other. I don't expect this to be a feel-out process early. I expect both teams to get after it and be very aggressive in the first 5 minutes.
It certainly will be, and hit the switch. Both teams last year as Anoka Tornadoes 16-12. Meanwhile, Andover 14-14. But this year it's been a win over Forest Lake to start the season for the Huskies, and meanwhile a 2-1 start for the Tornadoes, and they've been led by some great point guard play and some great play in the paint as well. The Huskies, of course, have 4 seniors all in double figures last season, and started the season against Forest Lake, ended up in double digits as well. As we finish up with the starting lineups here for the Huskies, and Andover again, a team last year that went 2-0 against the Tornadoes, but these two teams very evenly matched.
Yeah, you're right about that. I mean, the team is full of juniors, but that top part of the lineup with those seniors really makes them effective. Keep your eye on Piper Ingleby heading into tonight's game for Coach Blake Nichols, averaging 12 points a game. Obviously, just had 12 points a game. I think, what did she have the other night against Forest Lake? 23? Had 23 the other night, but averaged 12 points a game last year. Very talented guard. And this team is full of that veteran talent early, but the one thing that they're going to have to do is keep this game on the perimeter as much as possible. You don't want to get into a physical contest inside. On the other side for Anoka, there's their starters. Laurel Kuyan steps into the starting lineup. Sammy Mushangi was the long-term point guard there for a long time, so a lot of pressure on Laurel this year. Maddie Frecking, Lydia Lackinen, and Lizzie Schoknecht on the inside. Schoknecht kind of taking over for like Lauren Youngquist, who graduated last year, kind of stepping into that role of, I think maybe I would call her more like a 3 on the floor, but maybe a 4.
Yeah, and I've been impressed with their win over Eastridge. Eastridge did well last year throughout the season. I had a chance to cover them on a couple of occasions, so it shows the talent, the depth as well that the Tornadoes portray. Meanwhile, for the Huskies, it is going to be Anna Voller. Voller averaged almost 16 points a game leading the team, followed by Ingleby at 12, and then Morgan Miller on her way to Clemson at 12 a game as well, followed by Emma Frost, who's never cold. She's always in the zone and hot, as she can put that ball in, but play some excellent defense as well. Huskies will be in the black, moving right to left. The tip controlled, and now underway there is Frost as she controls and sets it up to the only underclassman, the junior, Lacey Heppel. Along the perimeter, man-to-man D to start with here for the Tornadoes, at least it appears. Up top, taking it there is Ingleby, trying to work it through again. Now to the lane, stopped at the elbow. Good defensive stop there. Now to the lane, a runner, and An illegal pick, I believe, is going to be called there on Morgan Miller.
Yeah, and the one thing to keep an eye on here is we have a shot clock for the first time, Joe. So they had 10 to shoot on that one. They had to start moving the offense a little bit quickly, and when they did that, they got the illegal pick, and Anoka gets their first crack.
It is, and thanks for bringing it out to the baseline drive. Now a kick back to the lane, fields it in, unable to close the deal on that runner was the Tornadoes, and a rebound to Andover, a turnover on a pass attempt. Kick back up and through, first two of the game. And
that's Maddie Frecking showing you the passing ability right there. Had a perfect setup to Lackinen that missed, but that time got the steal, fed Apenga perfectly, and Apenga is able to put that away for the first deuce of the game for Anoka.
And Apenga, to me, is going to be one of those X factors throughout the game, drawing the first foul on Anoka. Then taking it to the lane to draw that foul was Ingleby.
That's going to be the key to keep an eye on there, Joe, is the foul trouble situation. I mean, if you drive on this Anoka team, you're probably going to get your shot blocked a few times, but you're going to draw some contact, too. And keeping themselves out of foul trouble is going to be the key for the Tornadoes tonight. First free throw knocked down.
You got it, Ingle. He hits the first. Gets a look here, and last year, as I mentioned, it was Andover 2-0. 2 games and swept over Anoka. Voller in that last game of the season had 20 points. Miller, meanwhile, had 12 points and 7 assists. Rebound starts back up by Anna Voller. Voller dribbles to the lane, kicks out after the spin cycle move. 3-ball, corner pocket, yes!
That's great basketball, classic drive and dish, and when Voller puts it on the floor like that, you have to draw attention to her, and that leaves Heppel wide open in the corner. Really good basketball by the Huskies there to get a hoop.
Andover matches that man-to-man D as well. Apenga goes to the lane, so strong to the lane, draws the foul, almost gets the and one, but she'll go to the lane for 2. Will Apenga.
Like to see that from Evan, because she's been mostly a spot-up shooter in her time on the varsity level, somebody who's going to shoot from the outside. Her ability to put the ball on the floor this year, I think, is going to be huge for this Tornado team. If she can get to the basket, and she's quick. One thing you notice about her, she is probably the fastest player on the team.
Certainly can create her own shot. She gets 2 from the charity stripe, and we're knotted up at 4 apiece here from Andover High School. The Huskies with possession, run their offense down low. Now cuts again. Ingleby kicks it back out wide, tries, and it's Frost who took the drive to the lane and called for the travel.
The classic travel call at the high school level, where the kids start to move first before they move their feet before putting the ball on the floor. It's a great example of that right there. Happens a lot. Players can't believe it happens to them, but it does.
Apenga so far this season has 14 threes. She had 27 three-pointers last season. One of the areas as well she's had some improvement on. Now to the lane, keeping it up by the left-hand shot, blocked. Getting the change and moving it back up quick on the transition. Frost down low. Ingleby, another 3-ball, corner pocket, just hits the front of the rim there by Heppel. Good rebound and back up. The loose change makes the deposit to the bank. Is Voller for 2.
Voller does a nice job that time of staying with it, didn't allow herself to get boxed out, able to grab the offensive rebound and put it back. Noka's got to be a little bit smarter on offense. There's a turnover right there, just as we say it, because Kuyan on the last drive drives into no man's land, and that's just what you got to have a plan when you're going to put the ball on the floor. If you can't get to the hoop, you got to know you got an outlet. Got to have a pass somewhere. Same thing with Apenga on that last one. Passing it to nobody in particular.
Heppel excellent on defense. She plays shortstop for the girls softball team. It's exactly the same for Frecking. For Anoka to the lane. Ingleby here keeps the drive alive. Strong move to the bank.
Love that from Piper Ingleby. And if you're not going to get challenged on defense when you get into the paint, you might as well just keep going. And another turnover. Kuyan 2 in a row. 3 straight turnovers. And that's going to get Nick Novak's attention to set up a press. 7-4, the Huskies lead with a good start.
I love how both of these teams use the press. They don't wait for a big deficit or whatever. They look at it kind of ways to maybe take advantage and
there you go.
Get a turnover, and there's a case right there. And again, keep in mind, you mentioned it, Tim, at the outset, that shot clock is going to be one of those interesting changes. I think we play a role earlier part of the season as teams get used to it. Also, here's the other thing. The officials have to get used to it because the pace of the game is going to be much, much quicker.
Yeah, it's exactly right. And you wonder, like, what that will do to not just scoring, but will that change offenses. Like, if you're a team that's been running one thing often for the course of the last 5, 6, 7 years, and now all of a sudden everything's got to pick up a little bit. A lot of teams, it's not going to affect them at all because they're breakneck speed, but some teams that like to slow it down a little bit could be a bit of an adjustment.
Second foul on Heppel. Turns, fires this three off the backboard on the windshield. Rebound to Miller. Voller controls it, brings it up, surveys the defense. Going toe-to-toe there with the Pinga. She takes it to the lane. Good, strong move. Deflected out of play. It'll go the way of Anoka.
Anoka's going to go to the bench right away here with Drew Peterson. They go about 7 deep to the Tornadoes, so it's not a deep bench. They're going to sit Laurel Kuyan for a second, give her a chance to maybe recalibrate. Napenga will take over at point guard.
Purcell came in for Heppel with the 2 fouls for Andover. Still good, strong D. They're challenging that inbound. There's Miller. Now a drop back from the top of the 3. Long rebound off the front of the rim on transition. Here comes Voller. Beautiful time inside to Miller. She's unable to convert. And back on the rebound. Controlled here by Anoka. To the lane, a runner. A little contact as she went, and that may be against Miller. If that is, will that be foul number 2?
That could be. Yep. Nope. Yep. So they'll get her off the bench, and that's going to bring Mila Evers in, it looks like. Lizzie Shoknecht out, and here's Deborah Ianni into the game.
Early foul trouble here for the Huskies. Miller with 2. Now to the lane, trying to take advantage of a little height there by Ingleby, but she stripped her on the transition. Back again. Here comes Voller. Stalls it a bit, then moves it ahead, just inside the lane, puts up the shot, gets the members roll for the 2.
Anna Voller is a problem right now. She is getting what she wants on the inside. Going to have to make an adjustment here, and Penga's going to try to answer.
Penga with a burst move to the lane. Rebound off the back of the rim, controlled by Purcell. Purcell now leads it up. Waits for the pick near the elbow. Has to shout for some activity here. A little backdoor action by Voller.
Yeah, not very good spacing here by the Huskies. Got to spread it out. Now they start to do that. Big 3 here from Evers.
Off the front, her first 3 attempt of the game. And now here comes Pinga. Bringing it right back up in a timeout. You can tell maybe they're just a little winded. Is it going to be an equipment?
Yeah, it could be. Let's see what they do here.
They just had pointed to that chest, but nonetheless, timeout, or not a timeout, but a stoppage of play. It'll be Anoka inbounding the ball. I mean, their lone loss so far this season, 79-55. Well, that loss was to Eastfield. Meanwhile, a big win versus Holy Angels. And in that game, Pinga with 36. That's her career high. Being challenged inside, pass, dish down low, regathers it, puts it off the bank, and good.
They got to do more of that. Little drive, got to feed the post inside. Let your inside take care of your outside. You'll get 3-point opportunities, but you have got to feed it inside to Lackinen and Frecking and get them going.
This from the bleachers, just off the front of the rim by Voller. Transition time now, 2-on-1 emerges. Now Eppenberg takes it in. Pinga closes it up. A nice left-handed layup.
And she's already got 6, and all three of her makes so far coming from inside. Only's taken 1 3 to this point.
2-point lead here for the Huskies. Anoka staying in more of a matchup zone right now. Hard shot from the corner, rebound, and a foul going to be whistled here on Andover. That'll go to 34. Evers, her first, the team foul number 5 for Andover.
Yeah, kind of an unnecessary loose ball foul there too, because Lackinen had the space, had the basketball, had the closeout, but that was a good offensive possession from Andover, moving it around beautifully. Great ball rotation, and they got the open look they wanted. It just didn't go in. Anoka's going to need to get a nice fluid possession here where that ball's moving. It can't stick.
A pick there, unable to get it there, but taking it to the lane. A runner short. Purcell between and being bracketed by a couple of the Anoka players, finally just takes cover and draws the jump ball. Lackinen, by the way, who had that nice move to the lane, has averaging 9 points a game, 4 assists a game, and 10 rebounds.
Would still like to see her be a bit more aggressive offensively. Like, you saw a couple of possessions already in this game, Joe, where she's in the paint and she's kicking it out. I want to see her try to go up and get some of those quick buckets early, get herself established, and when that happens, all those open shots are going to come.
A dime inside in the back, stripped and taken away by Purcell. She's going to go against Apinga. Had some daylight. She dishes it back, leaves it for the runner coming down the middle to Frost. Unable to convert, rebound to Anoka.
Frecking and Lackinen can just, they really do clean up in the painted area. What do we got here?
Set up here, and
I think they had to reset the shot clock. That's what it was. Shot clock wasn't moving.
And that's the other piece is there's some training that goes along with that shot clock. That's, you talk about under pressure, dun 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 dun. Dun, 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 down to the baseline, kicks it back out to the elbow, back for her second consecutive steal. There is Purcell, drops it for three. Evers, well, she traveled before she took the shot, and then after she pulled it back down. So Maddie Frecking, you had mentioned excellent in rebound. She is, Tim. She's got averaging 13 points a game and 9 boards a game. To mention, she is a shortstop on the Tornadoes softball squad. What a great athlete.
Lackinen, who just finished a fall in the pool as she was one of the swim captains.
For three, yes! Converting.
Drew Peterson off the bench, giving them a nice lift from the outside.
First three of the evening here for the Tornadoes. 11 minutes to play, and it's a 1-point lead for Anoka. Throws this up on the backside, trying to clean up. Evers had that look, but could not convert. Lackinen will not pick up her dribble until she gets to the lane, puts up a good shot, swats away, and the loose ball is picked up there. Andover sets it back, looks for the three, thinks for the three. That's Fields. Now this three is taken by Purcell. Off the front, Anoka brings it up slowly, gets their breath, takes a deep breath, tries to get into a cadence here as they have the 1-point lead, 11-10.
Takes a screen right there as Apinga takes it from Lackinen, but has to pick up her dribble. Frecking a good cut.
Cut along that baseline, dribbles out on the deflection, underneath trying to clean up. Gets the rebound, but does not get the two, and there's a foul whistled here, and that may be on Lackinen.
Might be on Frecking, actually, instead, kind of with a push over the back. She hates the call, but it's a good call. You can't move the player like that, and Lydia's got to use the window right here. Got to put that off the backboard. That's got to be a bucket. You got to have the bunny right there, and I think she knows that, too. So I think that was a frustration foul more than anything. And Maddie's got to sit, and so that's going to put a little pressure on the defense as Lizzie Shopnick back in.
Also back in, the chance of the starting guard here at Heppel. To the perimeter, switching it up. Kind of playing a close zone here now is Anoka. Seeing the eye. I love that left-handed layup. She closes the deal. Voller. She is a baller. Goes up 12-11 now for the Huskies with that 2-point drive.
Yeah, need a little bit more foot speed there to stay with Voller up top. If she can put the ball on the floor with her left hand, she's really hard to stop, and you can see that right there. 6
on the game for Voller. Here in the first half, calling for the ball, Lackinen. Lackinen kicks it back out top, and they'll reverse the perimeter. Apinga inside, moves in, good hard move. Did not want to pick up that third foul, and she did not, was Heppel.
Oh, and Heppel took a shot from Lackinen right there as she was trying to stop Lydia, but that's a tough matchup when you're amongst the trees. Good drive by Evan. Just not able to finish, and Lackinen does a nice job of just jumping straight up, not going over the back of Heppel, and yet still getting that rebound and putting a big basket in right there.
3rd point of the game for Lackinen. Mentioned a lot of these players for both of these teams, returners, and I just can't help but think both these squads are not going to have some great seasons. Rebound got to Miller, almost tossed away now. Good hard move inside, loose change. Miller picked it up, but it was whistled dead on the foul a couple of steps before the play in which Miller.
And that's the problem. If somebody gets beat on the perimeter and their help isn't there right away, Joe, you almost have no choice but to foul, and that's where Lydia was right there. She's either going to get a clean block or she's going to foul, but I think 7 out of 10, that's a foul. And that's because, again, when you get beat on the perimeter and you don't yell help and the help's not there right away, this is what ends up happening. And if that player gets to the paint, as Frost did right there, it's too late.
Both these teams averaged 58 points a game offensively last season. Defensively, Andover surrendered 56 a game. As for Anoka, 53. We're at 13-12 now for the Huskies, and we'll get a whistle and a foul.
Ref's calling pretty tight right now.
Really
That's
tight.
pretty nickel and dime out there on the perimeter. But hey, if you're Anoka, you'll take it because you're in the bonus now. And the more you can get for free here at the stripe, you'll take it. Especially for Apenga, who's got 6 points already in this game, playing very well.
The fouls are coming quicker than the flakes on the graphic down below us. I like that graphic, fellas. 13-13, Baker's dozen for both teams.
I just can't believe they got a picture of you in that elf suit. That's what I'm blown away by.
Yeah, and thank goodness that won't see the light of day, at least in the snow. But converting, no, in and out.
Boy, hard to believe it's a tie game. Doesn't feel like it should be, right? It feels like kind of a weird, kind of frenetic pace.
It does. It certainly doesn't lack activity. And here you see Apenga with a nice defensive play to deflect it out of bounds. She is so quick and has just burst speed here, more full court pressure.
I feel like Andover has ran their offense better, but they've committed more fouls and made turnovers, and I think that's been a huge difference here. Nice job by Deborah Ianni.
Deflected. I thought that was going to be a steal, but she got enough on it. Still, as you look at that shot clock, 26 seconds left on the shot clock, but they still need to get that ball over the center court line here. Still a little time, and they pass it in ahead to Miller. Give and go back to Voller. She's going to take it to the house and off the backboard for two.
Boy, that was an absolutely beautiful out-of-bounds play. They took advantage of the speed that they had on the outside and were able to get an easy layup, 15-13. Evan trying to answer.
No good attempt, but a good rebound, even better by Miller. She's going to lead the fast break down low. Frost says yes, left-handed layup, and two. 17-13 Andover.
Andover with more collective speed than Anoka, and they are running the floor. When they get the opportunity, they are taking advantage of it.
Off the pick now, Lackinen being guarded there by Frost. Frost, very underestimated defensive player. She's down the near side. Voller now works the ball to the corner. Inside, Miller has it. She tosses that up, draws some contact from the back, and she'll go to the free throw line. She'll also go to Clemson University next year.
Tough one on Ianni. She tried to go straight up but got a little bit over the back of the player, and that's going to put Morgan Miller on the line. And on that last possession too, Kuyan gets the drive, but again, nobody there to kick, and she ends up taking this sort of one-legged fall-away jumper, which I got to assume is not what you draw up if you're Coach Nick Novak. That's not what you're looking for on your offense. 17-13, the Huskies lead.
Miller averaged 12 points a game. Last year had 340 points. Season high of 25 points. Misses both of those from the charity stripe.
Wow.
It's still a 4-point lead for Andover.
That's not what you would come to expect. And what are we going to get here? No shot clock not moving again, or what's the call? Nope. Something.
Yep, I think that's the case, and everyone's kind of getting used to that.
Yeah, they ran an extra second down there to keep that moving. So 31 to shoot.
7:57 to go here in this first half, back and forth. Thus far, there's Frecking cross-court, dangerous pass.
Oh, yeah, don't do that on the other side if you're Lizzie Shoknek. Now she'll dribble into the corner.
Inside, releases this for three. This, no, in and out.
I like that better, though, because you're driving and dishing, and it's a set shot.
Nice movement. Beautiful shot and conversion there. And Andover now has captured their biggest lead of the game at 19-13 with 7:37 to go here in the first.
And I love, like, Deborah's got a lot of things that she does really well, Deborah Ianni, but the one thing that she doesn't match up very well here right now, because the bigs for Andover have too much speed. And you either got to get a little quicker and have a little more lateral foot speed, or you've got to get some help down in the low block. And right now they haven't been able to help her. She's kind of on an island down there. And when that's happening, they're just running right around her and getting layups, are the Huskies. So if you're Anoka, you got to make an adjustment there defensively. Too many easy layups, too many just easy shots in general for the Huskies. They're running their stuff, no problem.
The Huskies could have a little bit larger lead, but they have not been able to convert.
there. Look at
half
Blake
of their
Nichols.
free throw attempts. Blake Nichols, as you mentioned.
Got a little rosy cheek action going right now. I feel like is he into the game or what?
You know what? And I always underdress when it comes to basketball at both Anoka and also at Andover, because it just gets so hot in here, and I cannot complain. Inside, Frecking gets it, kicks it back out. 3-ball, corner, front of the rim, no good. Good box out that time by Miller, and she moves it up across center court up top. A look here. Voller, the baller. No! In and out front of the rim. Good scrabble for the rebound. And it will be awarded to Anoka. Voller got a good look, but just missed on converting her first 3 of the game.
But again, not wide, a wide open look at the top of the key there. As Anoka was getting back on defense, they lost their guys. They lost the person they were trying to cover, or maybe they got stuck between man and zone. I'm not sure, but wide open up top.
Huskies maintain in that man-to-man defensive set. Near side, Lackinen takes to the lane. Miller there, a runner. Miller reaches and gets that shot. Beautiful. I was concerned maybe Miller would pick up her third.
Yeah,
but
Laurel Kuihan finding that jumper to go there, that little runner, and that might get her going. She's out to a tough start tonight. That might be a big confidence booster.
the perimeter again, looking inside on the zone, a 2-3 zone to the lane. Voller, nice dish and dime and converting, taking that to the bank on a nice dime from Voller, and that is Miller.
And that's how you beat the zone right there. You break it down from the middle. They force Lackinen, and that's going to be a little, maybe an illegal pick here on Anoka. They force Lackinen up because she's got to stop the ball, right? But as you stop the ball, here comes the back door. You get an easy cut, easy little layup. People got to keep moving and taking spots over for people on the Anoka side if you're going to play zone. Otherwise, you get broken down.
A lot of motion on that Andover offense, and as you mentioned, they have been able to capitalize a lot on their offensive sets so far. They have the 6-point lead, 21-15. Andover in the black, moving right to left.
And now they manned up again.
Purcell back to Miller. Miller with her back to the defender, faking left. Now Ingleby takes this to the lane. Little spin cycle move up and draws a foul.
Yeah, Lydia's got to be careful on the. She's a great defender, but she's super aggressive, and all you got to do right there is just put your hand up. You don't have to go for the block. See, look what happens when she extends her arm like that. That is her extending the block. Now, if it's straight up in the air, no call. She doesn't get a call right there, and that's probably a missed shot. But every time your hand goes forward, you give the referee an opportunity to call a foul on you.
Ingleby hits the first of two. She had 10 points in the Andover 53-44 win over Forest Lake on Tuesday. They trailed at half, did Andover, in that game, 19-8.
They've scored a little better here in this first half so far.
Starting to get that zone, and now converting on both is Ingleby.
Ingleby up to 6 points as well here. Oh, good feed.
Inside, beautiful set. Nice dish from up top and a high-low pass, and converted there by Lackinen. Inside, Huskies had that really pretty well guarded, but she had just a sliver to get that dime and deliver that beautiful pass to Diane.
And Deborah hates that foul right there, but it's a good call. You can't reach over the shoulder of your defender. I know you're trying to go for the steal, but you can't do it unless it is just perfect for you. But as you can see right there, she tried to just throw the defender away from her to get the steal, and you can't do that. Just allow the catch, but play hard defense straight up and see if you can't just get a stop that way.
Miller gets some nice trajectory on that free throw attempt. Hits the first of two.
After missing those two on the last one, nice to get those two for Morgan Miller. And Miller's starting to find her way a little bit, up to 4 points, dealing with those two fouls.
And an 8-point lead for Andover. 5.5 to play here in the first half. Ianni gets it inside. Power move inside by Lackinen. Just off the mark, and the rebound, the Voller. Voller stalls, steps, now makes the pass across. Kick back out. Voller has a good look for three and converts.
Boy, the Tornadoes are running all over the floor right now. Andover beating them with the pass. Brilliant stuff from the Huskies offensively. They open up their largest lead of the night. Tornadoes look a little bit flustered defensively and offensively.
Good second effort on that board by Annie, unable to convert, just in and out on the bank Another look for Voller. She's got 11, looking for 14. No, front of the rim on that three. Good muscle rebound inside by Miller. Did not get the bucket, but she did draw the foul.
Yeah, right now, no answers for Anna Voller. She is getting what she wants from the outside, and that was a good look. I thought that was going to drop too.
And it's squared up. Again, 11 points for Voller. Leads both teams. That one in and out.
Boy, Miller, 2 of 5 at the line here already tonight. Oh, so they're going to go deep into the bench here. Actually, Drew Peterson back in. So they move Shoknek down.
Peterson with a three-pointer, the lone three-pointer so far here for Anoka in the first half.
Gets 1 out of 2. 12-point game. I think if you're Anoka right now, this is a very critical spot. You're down by 12. You need to keep this thing 10 or less, I think, in the next 5 minutes. So whatever you've got as far as your best execution, you got to have it. Beautiful drive.
Pingo, strong move, but cannot close the deal. Voller on the exchange now, picks it up, sets it up, does another pass inside. Frost contorts her body and able to get the shot off and draw the foul.
Yeah, now you can see Anoka getting a bit frustrated with the calls. Lydia tried to say, I went straight up that time. And maybe so. But
Nice
this tends to
left-hand.
happen when you're not in position.
Frost looking to collect, but in and out on that free throw attempt.
One comment I'll say, too, on the other side. Apenga gets the drive, and it looks like she's got an easy layup. They're not going for the block. They're just putting their hands in very kind of strategic spots, just forcing Apenga to alter the shot just enough. And now Lydia in foul trouble, her third. Emma Huffman going to be on here for probably the remainder of the half.
Frost a little cold from the free throw line tonight, unable to convert on either of those. South of 5 to play here. 4:40 to go first half. Anoka dishes it out, kicks it out. This for 3. Yes, for Apenga. Her 15th three-pointer of the season.
She
From
can
first
shoot
here
it.
tonight. To the lane, kick out. Voller, 3-ball, corner. Frost, no, high off the backboard and over the backboard.
That was a big 3 from Apenga. And I think with Lydia on the bench, and Frecking kind of quiet so far, and Frecking also not on the bench. I mean, they're trying to milk the clock here with those two in foul trouble. Evans got a score here. I think they're going to be looking for her, looking for Drew Peterson, Laurel Kuyan. Those folks have to step forward and make shots, and it's going to have to be a perimeter game, I think, for the final 4 minutes.
And speaking of keeping out of foul trouble, here comes Apenga for 3, front of the rim, rims it out. Anoka on the board. Perimeter, reach in inside. Ingleby here. Good defense, gets the and one, and a nice strong move to the hoop to convert. Is Kuyan.
I thought that was maybe a little bit of hero ball from Laurel Kuyan, but she thought, hey, I can go ISO and win this battle, and she did, able to draw the contact, get one coming, taking advantage of a rare speed advantage for Anoka.
Good focus and an excellent free throw to convert the and one. Back to now just a 6-point deficit. That tipping point you were talking about. Anoka has responded. Now just down by 6. Voller with the ball, one-on-one. Apenga tries a drop back, but Apenga very strong defensively, stays in front, but Voller gets a look at the 3. Off the front of the rim, off the backboard, then loose change on the transition. Players on the floor. We're going to get ourselves a possession going to Andover with 3:30 to play.
Yeah, it's getting physical now, and I'll say this. Apenga's energy is doing a nice job for Anoka, keeping them in defensively. But I still love the way Andover's moving the basketball around. It seems like they're getting the shots they want. Whether they go in's another story.
Stop and pop from the elbow, no good. Good battle for the rebound inside by Evers, and it's knocked it out of play, and now it'll go to Anoka.
I actually wonder if they could have got over the back there on Evers, and I think they did. And so we're going to get a 1-and-1 situation
Good point.
for
Yes,
Apenga.
We had talked about, hey, the Huskies have been trying to keep a couple of their players that had quick fouls in the first half out of trouble. One is Miller. She's now coming back in. The other is Heppel, the starting guard. She's on the bench right now, but got back in. But any minutes you can get without getting that third is critical for both of these teams. And Apenga hits her first.
And I'll tell you what, they're back to within 4 points or 5 points here. And they did this with Frecking on the bench, with Lackinen on the bench, and getting it done from the perimeter.
Apinga plays with some swag and some juice, and she now has 12 after converting her second free throw, and now just a 4-point deficit for Anoka, 29-25, and Andover sets up. Miller kicks it down to the corner, dribble drive back to Miller, try to get that matchup there. High off the backboard, brought down, a little dew on that ball, and converting for the two is Miller.
Yeah, they brought the double team help, and it was good that time for the Tornadoes, but Miller was better. Nice job by Morgan Miller, and they get back up by 6.
Inside and hanging around. There was a lot of contact with Miller. You don't suppose she's going to see any contact when she goes to Clemson to play in that conference.
You don't think it's physical there? I'm not sure, you know.
But congratulations to her on that move as well. So Huskies now back by 6, 2:50 to play. And you got to love the pace of the play and exactly, I'm guessing, what the shot clock had in mind with that coming to town. Spinner inside off the back of the rim, just off the mark. Here comes Apinga. Apinga, strong move inside, head up block, turned away by Frost with a cold defensive play.
Yeah, great work by Emma Frost of staying with it and not fouling. Apinga was full head of steam and trying to take it in, maybe draw some contact. Instead gets rejected, and they'll get an in for out of bounds. But they didn't have the numbers that time either, did the Tornadoes. It was 1-on-3.
Apinga gets it back for 3. No, in and out. She came in shooting 5-20 from the 3-point line. Misses her second, and now on the rebound goal, there's a travel whistled there on Anoka to Peterson.
If Evan gets a chance to catch and shoot, it really doesn't matter where she is. She will shoot it from there. That time it was from the parking lot, basically. I mean, she was way out behind the 3-point line. Still took it. Why? Because she caught it in rhythm, and as long as she does that, she's going to shoot. And she's got in the gym range.
Kicks out Miller. Engelby tries to cross over. Great play by Peterson. Peterson still with it. Now it's like hands it off like a baton to her teammate. By that time, they called was it a tie-up or a foul?
Yeah, they called the jump ball, give it back to Andover. A little surprise there, too. Would have been a good spot for Coach Novak to burn a timeout right there. Keep possession of the basketball. Maybe get a chance to trade. Maybe you can bring, like, Lackinen or Frecking in for an offensive possession only, and then maybe sit them as they get a chance to play defense.
Annika Olsen, who was in for Andover, now out. Voller's back in with 2 and change. 2:04 to play here in that first half. A 31-25 lead.
Oh, not happy
for Andover. And
not happy about something here as Piper Ingleby's got to sit. I think she's got to cut, and she is not happy about that.
Purcell now will come in. She'll inbound it to Voller. Voller with a team-high 11. One-on-one versus Apinga. Inside, good pass and a turnaround, and good. Getting the assist that time was a good dish by Fields, and closing the deal, Miller.
If Morgan's going to catch it that deep, she's going to make a lot of shots. And so if you're Anoka, you cannot let that happen.
Inside, good drive to the lane, a little out of control off the glass. No reset on the 3-point, but who cares? Draining it from the bench, number 52, Shockneck.
Great stuff from Emma Huffman to get the offensive rebound and know immediately to tick it out, and a great answer on the other side.
Able to step into that 3, take that dribble, squared up, and Voller converts on her second 3 of the game, now 14 on the night, and leads both teams. Apinga straddles the line, now kicks it at the elbow, back out. Touch foul there by Frost, a little contact, they'll whistle it, and going to the line will be Anoka.
It's not a great foul from Emma Frost right there, because Huffman is not in the game to shoot. So he's going to try to facilitate up there at the top of the key. So when she's going to go out and catch that ball, just play defense. But when you're trying to bump her and move her around, like, all you're doing is giving a potential for free points at the free throw line.
Misses the front end off the back of the rim, 8-point lead here for Andover. 1:02 to go. Tornadoes and the Huskies. Now 1-2. Her first point of the game, 36-29 Andover.
Giving them some nice minutes as Emma Huffman right now. Able to get some rebounds, get an assist, now get a point. Helping them out with Lackinen on the bench and Frecking on the bench.
Voller push back, and the shot here from 3 on the step back, just in and out. Rebound to the Tornadoes, and here comes Apinga.
And that's Huffman again, getting the tough physical stuff inside.
Apinga, hard drive and tipped away. Nice job by Frost. Tips it to Miller. Miller leads the fast break to the cash and the bank. For 2 is Voller on a dime by Miller.
Yeah, it's too easy when they can run the floor like that. Nobody stopped ball until they got deep into the paint. Watch this. Look at how deep Miller is into the paint before she's even met by a defender. It's too easy at that point. You can cut it off to Voller, and Voller's going to make a basket more often than not when she catches it that low.
Impressive so far. Able to convert on the run. The one thing I've always noticed about Voller, even since a sophomore, she can close up layups. There's so many that have a chance and miss on those layups. Come in maybe a little too fast, wrong angle. She adjusts well to whatever angle and whatever speed she's at, and strong at closing up those layups. And she has 16 here in the first half, and the fouls now been whistled on Andover.
Blake Nichols' face is exactly what I was thinking. Emma Frost goes over the back, obviously, on Emma Huffman. And again, you're just like, you don't have position, and we've got a 10-point lead or a 9-point lead. Just back up.
Now you can tell she's getting a little comfortable at that free throw line.
Good job by Emma Huffman off the bench here, really giving them 5 good minutes.
Hard off the back, a little too strong. Voller gets the rebound and the dribble, brings it up across midcourt. 23 seconds left here in the first half. Back now to Voller.
And reach. You can't do it. Lot of fouls, boy. Too many fouls. Some of them are a nickel and dime, and I think the refs could let some of that go. But some of these calls are just so obvious, and it's an early in the season vibe, right? You can get that vibe that it's a little early and that everybody's a little bit.
And sometimes, you know, a reach-in is a result of being too tired.
Yep.
Or you're not quite moving those feet enough, and that's sometimes, again, the result of a foul, and Voller converts on the first of 2.
Boy, Voller is having a half, is she not? I mean, 17 points.
This just in, 18.
And it's a high-scoring half. It's 40-30. Now, if you're Anoka, you want one possession here, I think. Get in inside of 10 if you can.
Now you get to work on that, keeping the score clock. Not even the score clock, but the shot clock. There's only one way. Apinga sends this one front of the rim, deflects, and with 1.9 remaining here in the first half, this is going to be awarded to Anoka. They want to bring in some height.
And they're going to go frecking because I think they want shooters. And why not? This is an offensive possession. You bring Huffman out. You go Lacken in here as well if you can. Move that in for Kuyan. So now you got shooters and size. You try to get a point. 1.9, though, you got to work quick.
Apinga looks to bid it in. Good move. No good. Hard shot taken there. Good defensive stop by Frost. And the Huskies will take a 40-30 lead to the locker room at half.
Yeah, it was a really great half for Anna Voller. She led the way, and again, offensively, they were able to do what they wanted to do. It was a good half of basketball by Andover. Anoka's got to make some adjustments.
Second half coming your way. Join us. It just gets better as this game gets longer. Thanks. Andover 40, Anoka 30.
Did you know that QCTV has a YouTube channel? That's right, we're growing and we want you to grow with us. Hey, so please consider subscribing to QCTV on YouTube. Movie reviews? We got you covered. Video games? Sports? Yep, it's all there. Keep up with QCTV's biggest shows, segments, and important news updates on QCTV's YouTube channel. If you could, do us a favor. Drop a like and subscribe, and we would greatly appreciate it. We're here to serve you, and we will see you over on YouTube.
I think most teams start with the same goals, ultimately get down to St. Paul at the end of the season. We have a stacked section, so I mean, I think it's one of the deepest ones in the state. But, you know, ultimately it's just for the girls to come together and be able to say that at the end of the season they had no regrets. They just left everything on the ice and they gave it everything they had.
I think that this season we're going to succeed because we're going to lean off of each other and learn from each other, and we're going to grow from that and have a great team environment. The personality of our team is like honest, a very uplifting environment. It's full of girls who are willing to learn from each other and to help each other to succeed more.
We're all like really good friends and teammates, and we all work very hard together.
It's gonna be a good mix of some senior leadership with some youth, and I think when it all comes together, it's gonna be fun to watch.
Watch us this year, you know, see how far we make it. Let's go CPCR.
I enjoy having a tough schedule throughout the year. I mean, yeah, easy games are fun when you get 12 goals in a game, but I think it helps build a team and it helps build chemistry early in the year. I don't know, it helps us work hard and it helps us just get disciplined before the end of the year, which it actually when games start to count.
You kind of mentally get prepared for the tough battles you're gonna have, and you're not destroying teams all the time, and you have to fight through adversity that you're not always going to be handed everything.
Yeah, I agree. I think it definitely tests kind of your commitment and how you have to dig deep. We emphasize working our hardest here, and that kind of shows those third periods where it's close games. You kind of have to just dig deep and keep going. So I think the tougher schedules definitely help us come closer together as a team and overcome some bigger battles sooner than later.
Yes, I would definitely say it was a hockey town. Maybe not so much when I was younger, but we built a really good culture here, and you see lots of kids out at the games, and they wanna be just like the older guys, like I did when I was that age. We have Tonka ended our season last year, and we got them next week, which is a big game. You know, that's one that we circled. You know, they ended our season. We got to give it back to them, and then it's always Maple Grove in the conference. Always have 2, sometimes 3 good games with them a year. You know, we saw them at state 2 years ago, and I think that's definitely been our rivalry for the last 4 or 5 years.
I would say, well, definitely Minnetonka, and then I'm really looking forward to playing Hillmurray this year. I think that'll be a fun one.
I'm personally excited to play Edina. I think it's always a grind against them, and they always get a little scrappy, and they always have a different play than Tonka and Hill and all the other teams, so it's just a fun environment to play around, and they have a big student section and everything too, so it's a fun environment.
I'm excited to play Orono and Holy Family. We haven't played those single A teams yet, at least when I've been here, so both really good single A teams, had some success last year, so that should be fun, I think.
So we have a few rituals. One thing we've always done is we have a husky in the middle of our locker room, big husky head, and we make sure nobody steps on that or you gotta kiss it. And we do the same warm-ups. We take a lap out around the ring, go play some sewer ball, same warm-up every game.
We play this game called 4 versus D every game day. It gets so competitive. We try to play Stewie sometimes, but we're not too good at soccer, so it's kind of more of a kick the ball around.
Personally, me and Kaylin, we have a Krabby Patty before each game, just the little candy gummy burgers before each period and everything. Before every period? Pretty much, yeah. Yeah, it's just a ritual since I became a freshman and she was a sophomore, and she just kind of brought me in.
What we strive to be looked at is just disciplined and hard workers. That's what our team is built on, is just completely hard work and discipline, and just being classy and just being a good role model to the little kids too.
Yeah, I was just going to say too, like not only there's hard working on the ice, but it's also the type of person you are off the ice that we want to be known for here.
I feel like Andover hockey, we've always done it the right way. You know, we're respectful. You know, we appreciate everybody we're playing against and the referees. And I feel like we have a big motto here is like everything, what you do affects everybody in the high school, and it's not just one person, it's the whole team, you know, when something goes wrong. So we like to keep it professional and respectful.
Girls hockey action at Anoka. It's the Tornadoes taking on the Northern Tier Stars in the first period. Anoka Olsen making a big save, setting the tone early. Abby Thurmer for the Northern Tier Stars does the same. It was a back and forth first period, but no goals. Here was the closest chance. Georgia Francois had a wide open net and hit it off the side of the cage. Here was another opportunity for the Northern Tier Stars. They had 3 opportunities from close range, could not put it in the net. We get out of the first period scoreless in the second period. Goalies making big saves here early. Here's another opportunity. That one whistled early, but it was Lucy Michula starting the scoring. That one whistled high over. Thurmer gives the Tornadoes a 1-0 lead. Later, just 2 minutes later, Leah Amsler, her third of the season, gives the Tornadoes a 2-0 lead. Could have gotten more, but it was missing the net. And then late in the period, Chloe King on the power play with a beauty move. Cuts the deficit to 1. Then in the third, Tornadoes looking to add on, trying to create something. Instead, it's the Stars. Loose puck in the crease, back and forth. It finally goes in. They get credited to Ariel Carlson. We're tied. Then later, wide open net for Taylor Kozak off of the shot from Brooklyn Carlston. Northern Tier Stars, they win their 3rd game of the season by a score of 3-2.
Welcome back. Halftime play here. Andover girls basketball taking on the Anoka Tornadoes. They have a 40-30 lead here at the end of the first half. And here's a quick recap as things got going. And the Huskies trying to stack a couple of wins to start the season. Battle inside. Good little spin cycle move there by Voller. She picked up 2. She ends up with 18 here in the first half. A nice bank. And a fadeaway there by Lackinen. She's got 5 in the first transition bucket. There's Frost. She's able to convert. A couple there. She has 3 in the first. And Anoka inside and with 5 at half. Some nice moves and getting some great time there is Kuyan. And of course, we've seen Voller being able to close inside. Another couple of buckets there, converting for her total 18. The one thing that one thing that's missing, I think an X factor, at least from what I've seen, is the fact that Frecking so far, the last year they met twice, and in that battle, Frecking had 21 points and 14 points, 10 rebounds and 13 rebounds. She's been pretty transparent so far here tonight.
Yeah, pretty quiet indeed, and it's just to me a lack of. I feel like a lack of energy. I feel like Apenga's brought some great energy and great speed. And I just don't think anybody on her team has matched her so far. Anoka's got to stay out of foul trouble this half and run their stuff.
Frecking averaging 13 a game. Turns now, a good shot, lighten it up, and that's Kuyan has 7, a nice move right inside the free throw line.
That again happens when you run your stuff. Good offensive set that time from Anoka. Frecking a nice pass and a wide open shot for Kuyan. Less dribble, more pass.
Huskies out in the perimeter. There's Voller. She's going to take a left-handed drive in. Just couldn't get that thing to crawl over the front of the rim. And a rebound. Now back for Lackinen. Lackinen guarded there by Miller. Looks for a cutter underneath on the baseline. Then goes to the second. Nice block from behind by Voller. And that move inside was shocked neck. She had 3 at half on a nice 3-pointer, and she tried to convert it there.
See, that play worked, but I think the spacing wasn't great there for Anoka. We had too many people in the corner. Good feed right there off the inbound.
Inbound fade away, and right on cue, Frecking. Her first 2 of the night.
Great out-of-bounds play there by Anoka to give themselves a wide-open look and give Frecking an easy basket, and that's what she needed. See if she can get a couple easy looks here to start this second half.
Move again. There's that time by Frost, the left-handed layup. Enjoy how they can use both that left and the right hand on some of those closers.
Emma Frost, her 4th point of the night, playing well. Kuyan, who just luckily got rid of that one.
I was just going to say she's starting to look confident, and that time a little artistry to that pass back. Missing everything on that shot, Andover, and here comes Voller on the drive to the lane. A runner front of the rim, just short. Frecking.
Couple of 4 shots there in a row. Lackinen forced it on the Anoka end, and then quickly by Voller on the other side. That time again, having to just kind of heave one up as she lost it was Frecking.
Good hands by the defender there for Andover. Transition. A layup off the glass. It's going to be awarded to Andover on the inbound, but hey, these inbounds are kind of like those set pieces in soccer. You got to take advantage of them. Last time they did Anoka on the pass to Frecking for 2. Inside here now, waiting for the setup. Clear pass right inside, and taking advantage of that mismatch was Voller after a nice pass by Heppel.
I love Evan Epinga, but she is not going to match up with Voller right there at the elbow. Not going to happen. And then a push off. Nick Novak hates that, and he's giving just a stare to the official. But
both teams, oh, by the way, with 11 fouls apiece at half.
Yeah, so, I mean, it was called pretty evenly. I mean, it was a lot of fouls in the first half. Want to see both teams understand that, okay, the refs call it tight. So what we got to do is we've got to be a little bit smarter. Can't make as much body contact.
Heppel averaging 4 points a game last year. Brings it up. Our drive to the lane off balance, kind of nudged from the back was Miller, and now a turnover. Picked up here by Ingleby. Tries to get that bounce pass inside to Voller, but you needed to be the surgeon to find that pass and that touch just right. And turnover, and it's back to Anoka.
Tornadoes doing the right thing the last couple of possessions underneath, kind of pulling the chair out, stepping back and kind of letting, you know, Andover's going in looking for contact, so you can't give them that. Oh, great move.
What a strong move. Starts outside, finds the lane and closed the deal. Now with 14 on the night. Rainbow 3-ball, corner pocket, yes, for Frost.
Great job by Emma Frost, and Blake Nichols calls a timeout right away as they want to maybe set some sort of press up here as they get back up by 11 points. Emma Frost with a great answer there. She's come out with a couple of quick buckets to start the second half. She's up to 7. Voller's been terrific. She's got, 20 points, but they're getting contributions from lots of different players in small ways, right? 7 from Frost. Engleby's had some points tonight. It's not like it's just been the Voller show, even though she's the main catalyst.
Correct, and Miller at 9 at half. Ingleby had 7 at half, Heppel 3. Frost has already put up 5 here early in the second half. What you have to really like on that shot by Frost was everything that led up to that shot was some great ball movement and rotation. There you get a look at the Anoka head coach.
Nick Novak, who's, I think, done a nice job here. He brings a good deal of energy to the program. He's brought some continuity. He's been there now for a few years. Always well-dressed. Goes with the dress shirt and tie that matches the dress shirt. Always a fan of that.
Nice. I got to tell you, the one thing that I was looking things over and rolling it, I had a chance to actually do some interviews with the Eastridge head coach. He actually spent time playing for the Minnesota Timberwolves and with the Gophers, Ashley, and she's a real fundamental stickler. So that win by Anoka, most recently 67-54, is huge. A 2-1 record for the Tornadoes, and a little nudge, or I'm not.
Maybe 3 in the key.
You're right. 3 in the key. The first call there. Again, just joining us, thanks for joining us on this QCTV sports presentation. Joe rolling along with Tim Anderson. Shot clock in play, if you haven't noticed that. There's a beautiful runner, but not able to get it over the front of the rim was Voller. Good board by Lackinen.
Smart move there by Lydia. Pull it back. I know she wants to play this point forward role, but I like that she pulled that back.
Little stop, dash, move, freeze the defender. Loose change on the rebound, and the turnarounder back up. Fade away, no good by Lackinen. And a board scraped down there by Ingleby. Long lead pass, converting it on the fast break to get a shot off. Frost and Miller kicks it back out. Ingleby from 3, no good. Front of the rim there. Just over 14 to play. Apinga.
Again, a lot of dribble. Want to see if you want to run some pass here.
Gets a look, fakes the shot, now puts it on the court, takes the shot short again. Both teams look like maybe a little trying to get into that zone. Good transition there. Beautiful diamond a pass by Ingleby to Miller. Miller now in double figures with 11 on that fast break conversion.
Yeah, turnovers at the end of the day. Turnovers, empty trips, and fouls has kind of been the message here for Anoka. Kuyan driving there amongst the trees, never going to work. It's just not going to work.
Again, here comes Voller. Straight ahead, makes contact. They're going to call a charge on Voller.
And I think that's a good call. Evan planted herself just outside the semicircle and was able to draw that charge. Take a look where Evan, look where she stands. Just outside the box right there, and that is, I think, a pretty good call.
I would concur with that. For Voller, just her second, excuse me. I believe just her first, perhaps.
I want to see Anoka run a good set that involves some passing. Too much dribble from the Tornadoes.
Apinga kicks it out to the corner. This shot off the mark, high inside the offensive board by the shortest player on the court. Apinga puts the shot back up, and a display and a little bit of an exchange of the ball, and finally it'll go to Andover.
I think Evan Apinga right now is playing in fourth gear, and the rest of her team is playing in second gear. Like, they are just slower than she is by 10 steps.
She's got an engine, that's for sure. Purcell now has it for Andover. Goes from one side to the other, then turns it over. Swiped and taken away by Peterson, and then reciprocating, trying to get that ball back. Purcell, she draws the foul.
Not a surprise. Usually that foul happens a lot right there. You try to get that ball taken right back if you can. Usually you reach in, commit a foul when that happens.
Inside. Good move, but then stripped by Lackinen, and she turns it over. Miller leads the fast break, kicks it out to the corner, now rotates back. This for 3, misses everything underneath, getting the rebound, and now dishing up a nice assist is Fields, and that goes to Miller for 13.
Boy.
Hard to the lane, somebody's late, and she takes it to the bank. Trying to get to the bank before it closes, apparently, was Apinga, and it worked. Yeah. She got the 2, and then drawing the foul on the other end is Andover.
But and a foul on the other side, and Lackinen hates this call, but I will say this again. She's not in position. She's not in position when that ball is moving to the inside. You can see, she's not squared up to the defender. Watch this again. Look where Lydia enters the picture. She is not squared, and so that's kind of a nickel and dime bump. I totally agree, but the fact that she's out of position is what gets that call.
Her 4th foul for Lackinen. Averaging a double-double.
You gotta get in front of the offensive player. You gotta stay there. You can't be chasing. When you chase, those calls tend to happen, even when they're kind of weak calls, and I think that wasn't a strong call.
Ingleby unable to convert, but I was going to say, Penza almost did on that transition. She gets down it
Evans
quickly.
Starting to play a little too much hero ball, though. Now she's running again, though.
And closes that up. Nice little spin off the glass for that layup.
Good job by Drew Peterson on the assist that time. Evans up to, I think, 18 points.
Correct, 18. She has got an engine that doesn't stop. Another bad pass. And that time disrupted, creating that turnover was Peterson. She's done that now 3 times already here in the second half. And with 11:47 to go, and we're going to bring in some fresh legs. One will be Heppel, Lacey Heppel, the starting guard, the junior.
Evan's starting to grab the jersey a little bit more. You can tell that just she's got a motor, but you can tell that she's had to run the whole way here, and I wonder if fatigue is going to be a factor here in the final 11:47 for the Tornadoes.
First 3 games, she's been averaging 25 points a game. That includes 36 against Holy Angel. Shot and one. Wow, what a close. Drops that off a little teardrop floater.
It's not a high percentage shot, but she's gotten a couple of those to go in. Laurel Kuyan with an opportunity to get another 3-point play. Great feed here. It was meant for Ieni, but Ieni not able to get to it, but Kuyan stayed with it. And that one missed.
Finally, Heppel with that rebound dishes it back over the Fields. Fields now puts it in the hand of the senior Voller. Heppel works the side of the lane now. Decides she wants to stop at the elbow, dishes it back to Voller. Crossover dribble between the legs. Nice move and drawing the foul. And that will go against Apenga.
Speed matches okay there. Voller can match with Apenga speed-wise, but the problem is Evan's probably given up 3-4 inches there, and Voller is just such a complete basketball player. She's got a great handle on the outside. She can shoot, and she can take it with the right or the left hand. That is just really tough to defend when you have a vast array of moves in your arsenal.
Voller almost averaged 16 a game last year, 15.9. Follow-up. Beautiful move and way to close. Miller, a good 1-2 combination tonight here for the Huskies, and Miller now is 16.
Yeah, just more hustle right now from the Huskies.
Fields trying to defend inside, now forces the turnover, good screen, and now here comes Miller leading the fast break on the turnover. Getting a look, Fields this for 3. Didn't quite connect on that one, maybe a little too much adrenaline. 13-point lead right now, 55-42 for Andover. They had the 10-point lead at half, 40-30. Apenga brings it up quickly. Got it from the side. That's a 2-pointer.
Wasn't quite behind the line, but got the 2.
Do you think she even eats fast? She's got to. 20 points now for Apenga into the lane, down below. Beautiful time. Good eyes in the back of the head, and puts this one right in that shooting pocket, easy to convert for 2.
And when you make shots like Voller does, it opens the door for your teammates, and Miller that time was wide open because you have to respect Voller's ability to shoot. I'll say this, she doesn't eat fast. I had her in class for 12 straight weeks. She doesn't do anything fast other than play basketball.
And the whistle goes off, she hits the switch, and she gets at it.
Evan's a great kid.
Is she a golfer? I'm wondering if she golfs fast.
I said she had a golf name, but she got mad at me that I said that apparently, so I had to take that back. But what a great kid.
Transition low, down to Voller. She's bracketed there, still gets the shot off and converts. 23 on the evening for Voller. Her career high is 26, which she's had a couple of times.
Yeah, no answers for her. Good feed for Shoknek.
Rotating around, good ball movement, pops it back out. This shot misses everything. Fields gets the rebound, now moves it up court quickly. Down low, Frost with the defender on, no foul, good defensive play, then turns it back over. Here comes Frost, kicks it back to Frost. Frost fakes the shot, takes it on the baseline, no good, and a rebound for Anoka. Kuyan working both ends. She's been able to score some points and get some key rebounds. Apenga, she'll look for 3, and hard off the back of the rip.
Yeah, good fight from Drew Peterson to get that one. Able to get the loose ball foul.
Apenga coming into tonight was 14 to 27 from 3-point range. That's about 520.
The pace of this game is just not an Anoka pace. Like with the size that they have, they need to be playing a little bit more, slow it down, keep the game in the 50s. You're going to get into a 70-point track meet with the Huskies. You're not going to win a lot of these games, I think.
Miller comes out. Evers is back in. Voller tries to block it, does a nice job defensively on that play by the shot neck, and now back will come Voller inside a runner, and no, they're going to call her for a push-off.
So they go Peterson, Apenga, Kuyan, Shoknek, and Lackinen on the floor. No Frecking. Been a quiet night for her.
Second foul on Voller. Apinga brings it up against Heppel. To the wing, now down to the lane, a little spin move, faking the shot, getting Voller up, cannot convert. Just missing that time, locking in.
Yeah, she has struggled to finish.
Rotation, good ball around the perimeter, turns, fires, Evers gets the shot off, rolls off the rim, and now a chance here for Peterson.
Good straight up defense by the Anoka Tornadoes and Lydia that time.
Approaching 8.5. A spinner here off the back.
It's a little too much hero ball from Evan. I think she feels like she has to take it upon herself, but still got to try to run your offense here. Down 15, you got to get stops, but you got to get points. You can't have empty possessions.
Quick
30-second timeout for Blake Nichols.
Yeah, Nichols needed to call that as Heppel was hung up out near front with the defender on. 8:26 to play. And, you know, both these teams eliminated last year at the end of the season in the semifinals of the section. It was Andover who lost to Centennial, but that came in part with Marissa Frost with 21 points. And I'll tell you, she's going to North Dakota State to play some basketball next year. She's also an excellent soccer player, but she'll be a burden in the conference this year. Anoka, meanwhile, took a tough loss to Blaine, a low-scoring game in the semifinals of the section finals. That ended the season for them last year.
What they're going to look for here, I think the Huskies they've got scoring. They've got tons of it. They got people who can shoot. They got athleticism. It's a veteran team. I think this is going to be a really tough out, this Andover team. For Anoka to get going, they're going to need their big players to play bigger. I mean, Frecking and Lackinen have been pretty quiet tonight. They're going to have to play in double digits every night. That's just the way this goes, and Apenga's got to keep doing what she's doing. But even then, they're going to need a fourth shooter, a fourth scorer of some sort who can step up and make outside shots.
Heppel picked up that dribble, and now to kick back. They kick it to the corner. This for three from the corner. Yes! Olsen gets her first three of the game.
And that's just a classic drive and dish. Wide open on the outside as the defense draws. You're able to kick it out, get the open look. It's an offensive play as old as time, but it always seems to work. Good
inside, good play there, and converting. Frecking converts for her second bucket of the game. I don't think I would ever predicted to say that here with 7.5 to play in the second half at 62-46. Andover to the lane, Frost. Nice bounce pass at that last minute. I thought she would take it, but such a selfless player. That bounce pass was just enough for the defender, for Anoka to get there and knock it out of play. The ball will be inbounded by the Huskies, and Heppel here with 21 seconds left on the shot clock and 7:33 left in this second half.
Drew Peterson's given them some nice minutes off the bench right there, getting that one knocked away. Andover seems like they're getting contributions from everybody who steps on the floor. Wow, that's so good. Oh, that's poetry from Miller.
There's some great footwork. Excellent footwork to get that shot. 19 now on the night.
Great feed.
Back door right there, wide open by the cutter. Coming inside and taking advantage was Iania, and she converts for a bucket.
Still down by 16. Drive kick.
Frost, three ball off the front. Rebound to Voller. Voller tries to get by. Apenga finally does and finds her way home on the layup and converts.
And the dish was there too. They got the high pick and roll. They set up for a drive and kick. The defense drew, but I think but Voller had enough room to take it herself. Andover just continuing to run their stuff and be really effective with it.
Heppel bounces back out, tries to get to Apenga, and she gets the three.
That's when Evan is really good, I think, when she can catch and shoot. If she's got a dribble for her shot on the outside, she can do it because she's got some ability, but she is so much more deadly from the outside when she can just plant her feet, wait for a pass, get it, and shoot it. That's a great example of it right there.
That was a good pass, too, because right in that shooting pocket, it allowed her to step into the shot. And she converted now with 23 on the evening for Apenga. Again, she's been averaging 25 points a game. And for the first three games, including 36 versus Holy Angels. And then she had 22 versus Eastview and 17 versus East Ridge. So good start for Apinga. But meanwhile, they could use some contributions from others on the team here for the Tornadoes.
Yeah, good stuff. Let's take a look at our schedule on QCTV, Joe. Got stuff coming up here. Actually, the upcoming just schedules for both teams. Coon Rapids for Anoka. They host next week. Then at Blaine, home to Rogers, at Minnehaha Academy, Rochester Century. It's going to be a busy month of basketball. Same for Andover as they get a non-conference game with Eden Prairie, Eastview. All of them coming to town here in the next few days. Cambridge, Isanti, a lot of home games for the Huskies early on before they finally hit the road to go to Centennial and Spring Lake Park.
I'll get a chance to call a bunch of the games tomorrow down at Hopkins. That's where Andover will be taking on Eden Prairie, so I'm going to try to get over there and sneak a peek of that game before mine begin as well. But some great basketball coming up this weekend. But the Huskies right now looking to stack a couple of wins early in the season. They have the 1-0 record, and now with the career high is Voller with 27 with that layup. And I'll tell you, she can hit from outside, but she can really close on the layups.
And you have to respect her ability to take it outside, and that's how she's able to get the lanes. Travel there on Frecking. She's had a tough night.
And the one thing you see inside, hey, Andover continues to be active and athletic, keeping those hands active as well that time. It caused a little confusion and a deflection, and now a 17-point lead for Andover with just under 6 to play here in the second half.
Just continue to be impressed with just the whole polish of Voller's game.
Good dish inside, boy. He and Miller connecting in tonight, but that time Miller couldn't quite close. Back, turns, fires off the front of the rim. That misses, and now back will come Engelby.
She's been pretty quiet tonight, too.
She has, and Miller goes to the lane, in and out. A couple of little bunnies just unable to close.
This breakneck pace is just not in the wheelhouse for the Tornadoes. We are running back and forth. I'm exhausted.
Looking for the cutter. Deflected, trying to make the pass on the baseline. It was deflected, and she caught it. That was lacking in, but she was already standing out of play. Prost comes back in. And after a nice three-point shot, Olsen, the junior guard, will take a seat.
They always say in basketball that style, or just in boxing too, styles make fights, right?
Correct.
In this kind of game, it's just about who imposes their will. And even early on when it was a close game, Andover imposed their will, played the kind of game they wanted to play.
A 2-for-1 there by Voller. Takes the shot, gets her own rebound, and puts up the second shot and converts now with 29 on the night.
You just feel like right now Frecking wants to just try to answer every time Voller scores so they can go see if they can both break 30. Because that's what it's kind of turned into. But the pace is, it's just been Andover's pace from the jump. And because of that, I think the Huskies don't have the Tornadoes don't have the bench. You know, they're not deep enough right now. Don't have enough foot speed on the perimeter to be able to hang with that kind of pace right now.
Right, and that chasing kind of pace is really tough to gather yourself. This for three, Engelby, nope. Short and deflects and goes out of play, and Anoka will inbound here with 4:46 to play. 19-point lead for Andover, 1-0 coming into this game. Meanwhile, for the Tornadoes, they are 2-1 with a couple of impressive wins over Holy Angel and also East Ridge. Frecking on that perimeter, kicks it back down low, and hey, just doing what you need to do when you're like 6'1", just stand up straight and just deflect whatever you can. Don't try to do too much. And Nelson.
Yeah, just driving amongst the trees, and then you leave your feet on the baseline with nowhere to go. That's not how you draw it up.
Miller, nice defensive play. Kicks it back out, collision, getting there first, and then the loose ball picked up by Engelby. She sends it over to Miller. Miller has to contort her body. It's deflected, good hands, but she converts for the layup.
She's up to 21.
As is the lead as well for Andover. 72-51. Apinga, yes. I think that's what you're going to yell every time she shoots. And that hits the three. Apinga. Boy.
Well, she's played hard. I mean, like I said, she has played hard. There's no question about that. Again, it's just I think she's kind of on her own tonight. Only player in double figures for the Tornadoes. and it's not close.
Frost hesitates, puts the shot up, off the front of the rim, deflected, and this will be awarded to Andover. The Huskies inbounded here. Purcell. Bounce pass, gets it back at the 3. This for 3. No, hard off the rim.
Caught it in rhythm, got what they wanted, just missed the shot.
I enjoy watching just how well Laura Cunyan has been playing tonight. I mean, not her best game, but you're seeing her play more and more with confidence. She's averaging 4 a game, and her season high has been 10.
Well, she's playing hard tonight, but where I would say the challenge for her is going to have to be when you become the point guard, this is where you have to make sure that the tempo that you want to play is the tempo that is getting played. And I just think that she has fallen into the trap of Andover a little bit too much tonight, where she's putting it on the floor, trying to drive amongst the trees. Like right there, she's in the middle of a double team. It's going to be hard for you to win that battle more often than not. And I admire her courage. She's got tons of it. But what you want to have out of your point guard right there is the ability to run your offense. I just think like tonight, the Tornadoes have been a lot of dribble, and I haven't really seen them effectively run sets consistently tonight. And I think that's been the difference in the ball game.
And sometimes you got to feel that when you're chasing that deficit, it takes you out of your scheme, or you got to respond quickly. And that certainly tires you out as well, as you get a look at the show here in attendance.
And not a bad little crowd. Not a bad little crowd at all tonight at all here for a Friday night, considering no school today, end of the trimester yesterday. So a lot of these folks, a lot of the students anyway, were not at school today, obviously, and just kind of hanging out. There was supposed to be a boys game tonight. The Andover boys were supposed to take on Anoka tonight, but the football season kind of pushed that back, so they won't play till next week. So a lot of the boys basketball players are here tonight.
Yep, excellent, excellent. I know that, hey, they expect some good things as well, both of the boys teams for Anoka and Andover.
Andover has had that long run of Kopetsky, Musungu, so you wonder what they're going to be like with a little bit of a different look this year.
Had a chance to call a game with Kopetsky over at Concordia, St. Paul Concordia, a little radio, and he's doing well, and they're starting to churn. They also have Vaith on that team from Lakefield North, an excellent player as well. Miller takes this to the lane. A little hard off the backboard on the left-handed layup. 3.5 to play. Frecking still keeps that dribble alive. Thought she drew a foul, as did I, but none to be called. To the lane, Lackinen, kick out, 3-ball, Shotnick here, in and out, front of the rim, ball down by Voller. Waller, left-handed dribble, now crosses over with the pesky Eppinger right there. She puts the runner up, deflected, blocked by Lackinen. Lackinen going to try to convert and drawing the foul. And getting 2 at the line will be Anoka, and leading the pack to no surprise of anybody on that fast break was Apinga.
Well, Evan's going to need to maybe hit the get the ice bath here after the game, because she is definitely taking some spills. That one's a hard landing right there. And again, I tip my cap to her. I think she's played really, really hard tonight. I've been really happy with the way she's played. And you can see, yeah, she's feeling it a little bit. But a great night, 27 points for Evan.
I always have to lean over here because that bar kind of obstructs that. Now 28.
10 points for Laurel Kuyan, the only other player in double figures tonight.
A little press here, turns the ball over for Anoka. All alone, Lackinen spins and converts. Now back to within 13 here with just under 3 to play. More full court pressure, left all alone is Miller for the 3. Excuse me, for the 2, but for 23 on the night for her.
I mean, that is a casino press right there. It's either you're going to win or you're going to lose. It's pretty simple.
Kicking it back down below, faking right, turns like I love that move, but unable to get. I always call that looking for my lunch money in that back pocket. Fake back and then spin back, or fake to the open person and shoot. So we have 2:28 to go, 15-point lead back again for Andover. And you mentioned that press. The press always does that. it's do or die many times, and sometimes you're going to gambling that the team is going to probably turn it over once they get across midcourt, which happens quite often. This for three, and a little hard off the back. Rebound is Frecking, tries to save it. She does, but it's right into the hands of Voller.
But again, didn't set up anything. That was just sort of a dribble and shoot. Didn't run anything offensively that time.
Anna Voller looking for the 30s.
She gets it.
The members bounce right there.
32 points, a career high for Voller. That thing hit the backboard and the back of the rim just right, and just fell in through the netting. Inside here, working hard and trying to pull that over the top of the rim was Anoka for the and one opportunity, but instead they'll get two from the line.
Miller fouls out right there with 23. Great night for Miller. She got off to a little bit of a slow start with the foul trouble, but in the second half, I thought the two-man game that her and Voller were running were just unstoppable.
Oh,
Voller's going to check out right here, too, with $1:47 to go. What a great night by those two.
32. As I mentioned, a career high for Anna Voller. Off to a great start. She had 12 in the season opener in their win against Forest Lake. But I think they're finding some good timing, spacing early on, and they've been looking to capitalize on the talent and the return starters Andover has. And
I'll tell you what, Andover can score. I think they can score on anybody. I mean, they've got so much weaponry from the outside.
And you know, there's Frost, who's going to the bench. But I'll tell you, she's such she can play defense extremely well and not afraid to be scoring all the time. She averaged 10 points a game last year. She had 9 against Forest Lake, but she's just always doing the right things. Almost 300 points last year for Frost. And tonight I have her, she came out with 5 quickly in that second half with at least 8.
Yeah, she had a nice night tonight. I thought she played well. She had some foul trouble as well, but again, it was just a nice collection of work from this Andover team.
Fast break pressure. Heppel all alone as Evers, and Evers banks that home. 79-60. 1:30 remaining. Second half. Anoka now move inside. Deflected. Follow up again. Pressured. Trying to move in. Ianni there with the shot. A little pile up in the lane. And finally, Lakkinen's going to find herself at the free throw line.
It just looks like a car crash in the lane right now for the Tornadoes. Just bodies colliding with everybody. It's just a mess.
And Ianni has a couple of brothers who were linebackers at Anoka.
No question about it. And Deborah can play linebacker herself.
And I'm guessing
tough.
when they played basketball, it may have resembled that. A little pile up in the lane.
I taught both Michael and David, and they are just, that Ianni family is just wonderful. Such great kids.
Lakkinen misses. There for the rebound. Guess who? This for 3. No. Too strong.
And Andover wants to break 80.
Pinga there on the good hustle for that rebound. Got the quick shot, but went a little strong. But the ball now in possession of Ingleby, and she'll inbound it here for Andover.
So Anoka knows they're not going to win this game, but Coach Novak is not going to. He is going to use this as a teachable opportunity.
Converts on the turnover, and good for Anoka. 79-62. A minute left. Inbounded. Heppel cross court to Fields. Now up ahead to Ingleby. Ingleby has a couple of options here. Sets it to the corner. Now rotates it around.
That's good stuff
Kickoff
right here.
Back in, working the clock a bit. There's Fields. And also in number 33 is Addie Winter. Kicking it back down, and now driving it. Unable to close. Ingleby. Frecking on the rebound. From one end to the other. Kicks it out wide. A Pinga. That's the new Christmas game, I think. Yeah. It's called a Pinga. And she hits it. Boy,
31 of the team's 65 points.
I have her for 6 3-pointers. Okay, if anybody wants to confirm that, but
and that was practically in the lap of Emma Huffman, who was sitting on the bench. That was so deep from behind the line.
That was. She could just grab the towel after she made it. Wipe off. She had 28 one season for her high for 3-point makes. She came in with 14. Now I have her for 20 3-point makes on the season. Frecking gets that rebound, gets the dish, and then sends it up for Apinga. Wow. 31 points for her, 32 for Voller.
And there's a kid right there who's like, what are we doing? This has just been bananas. I'm
He's
gassed.
climbing the walls.
I got nothing.
Oh, that's a great shot. Good look. 26 seconds left here. Looks to be a good season of basketball here for both of these squads. Andover, again, 5 returning starters, including 4 seniors. And they'll start 4 all down and run verticals. Then cut back. Turnover. Peterson picked up that. Peterson's done a great job of creating some turnovers, but, you know.
I like her off the bench. I do. I like her energy off the bench. I think she gives them a little spark. I still think they're going to need another. They got to find a few more folks with energy and some speed, maybe a shooter or two that I think can come and give them a little something off the bench.
Meanwhile, Kuyan has 12 on the night.
I think the big key, though, would be you got 4 out of Frecking and 8 out of Lackinen. And that's, I think if that's the number, that's going to be a tough one for them more often than not this year. That's going to be, oh boy.
Kind of a catch and release outlet as the defender was coming in to trap Fields on that. And time she led Winter just a little too much. 15 seconds left. It's a 79-67 lead for Andover. They are process of going to 2-0, and now the 14th point of the game for Kuyan.
And there you go, wide open here if they want to take it at the end. Ewers will take the gift layup.
And she gets it at the buzzer, 81. She gets 80 plus for the Huskies tonight. And they win by a score of 81-69, and boy, major contributors, but Voller certainly was a key along with Miller. They both combined for a total of, my quick math, of 55 points.
Yeah, they were fantastic tonight. Miller, especially in the second half. Voller great all game long. And if they can get that out of those two, that 1-2 punch, it makes everybody else around them better, right? It makes Heppel better. It makes Ingleby better. It's going to give them more open looks. I like this Andover squad a lot. And it was a very impressive win tonight for them.
Apinga with 31 for Anoka. Meanwhile, Kuyan came up and added 12 as well. But a win tonight for the Huskies. Andover now moves to 2-0 in the season. And for Anoka, they go to 2-2. Great night of activity. Great game to watch with this rivalry. And the Huskies take home an 81-69 win. Thanks for joining us tonight on this QCTV Sports presentation. Thanks for everybody joining here, the cameras and the truck and Ryan's lead. And also thank you, Tim, for the color as well. I'm Joe Rulin. For the whole crew, have yourself a major league evening at a minor league price.